Learning to sit on your hands. Stick around, we'll talk about that next. G'day traders, I'm Stacey Burke from Stacey Burke Trading. Today we're going to talk about learning to sit on your hands. So the market's it's payrolls tomorrow. It's a Thursday here in Perth, Wednesday evening in stateside. But some great, simple, really textbook trades earlier in the week, and as we've gotten closer towards the end of the week, there's been a bit of consolidation and a bit more chop in the markets. And it's important, you know, I harp on about this, and this is something that I've learned from my own mistakes and mistakes that I continue to make. But it's just learning to sit on your hands. And I love what Jesse Livermore said. He said, you know, I didn't make my money from trading all the time. I made my money from learning to sit on my hands, and that goes two ways. Learning to sit on your hands and waiting for the simple setups, and then learning to sit on your hands when you're in those trades and letting them ride out the distance of the move that they're potentially going to fulfill, especially if you're into a big trend. Now, I got into a trade earlier in the week in the Canadian dollar. Great trade. I held on to that trade and sat on it. I waited to get into it. I was perfect. But I ended up getting stopped out just with a very, very small profit because I sat on that expecting that it was going to actually do a full extension. But there's little things like that, you know, it's a payrolls week. The chances are that the market is probably going to sit around and chop up and down and chew up traders now until that announcement comes into place. You know, in the past, sometimes there's been some great moves prior to the announcement. But that's when I went into that trade, I had a plan. I had my levels that my targets were set at, and I executed it. Yes, is it frustrating? Absolutely. It was a larger trade. I executed it flawlessly. It did what it was supposed to do, and I was sitting on potentially you know, even had I taken it off where it hit one of the smaller minor targets, it would have been a good trade. You know, is it frustrating to leave money on the table and you know, get stopped out after being up that size of profit? Yes, it is. But I've also been in trades where I've taken the money off, like the Mexican peso, and it's continued to go 3 times the distance that I actually took off. So these are the things that, you know, you're going to continue to learn. It's going to be frustrating. It's never going to be perfect. You know, you get paid for performance, and I'm constantly trying to get better and better and better. One of the things that I always say to myself is, you know, you need to take something off the table, but at the same time, what you don't want to do is be taking off you know, a profit that is equal to what your losses are. Like I've said this, I'm using EdgeWonk, I'm looking at my metrics. I want to make sure that my positive expectancy is, you know, hopefully climbing larger and larger, 3, 4, 5 to 1 as compared to my 1 hour loss. So traders, learn to sit on your hands, but have a plan when you get into a trade. Stick to that plan. The market might throw things at you that you'll decide to modify as you go along, and that's up to you to decide. But you know, right now I'm quite happy to sit because I know that there's probably going to be some chop. There's nothing that's been really crystal clear. You know, you've got to fight the urges to want to trade, because that's what's ultimately, you know, it's your winners are going to come, but it's all the other things that you're going to do in between that are going to sabotage your trading account. Over trading, you know, over leveraging, moving stops, all the silly things that are emotional impulses. So, you know, just my last point with that is that when you get these simple trades, it's like the Canadian dollar. I had very little heat against me when I took that trade. I took a larger position than normal. You know, my loss was still going to be my maximum acceptable loss, but I was able to get on a smaller time frame and you know, really sort of ramp up my position size. And so, you know, when you get those trades, they move, and those are the ones that you want to take money off the table on. So learn to sit on your hands, ride your winners, and be patient and wait for the best trade setups. And stay focused, stay disciplined, and may the markets go with you. Have a great trading week. Hi traders, it's Stacey Burke from Stacey Burke Trading. If you haven't done so, please head over to my website at staceyburketrading.com. I create updates on almost a daily basis, and I would love for you to receive them. Just click on the blog. If you want to enter your name and your email address, I'll send you my free audio program, the 7-Step Daily Routine for High Performance Traders. This is essential knowledge for all traders in all markets, and this is for helping traders to master the market with discipline, confidence, and a winning mindset. I appreciate all your feedback and comments. As always, traders, stay disciplined and may the markets go with you.